Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to the channel. And today we are going to be looking at the new League of Legends champion, Seraphine. So I have watched this before already. It's just that I want to share my thoughts with you all. And to be honest, for me, she's not that bad. So let's just get straight into it and take a look at League's most hated champion currently in 2020. So her passive, Stage Presence, every third basic ability Seraphine casts will echo, automatically casting a second time. Additionally, whenever she casts an ability near an ally, she will create a note. Each note gives her basic attacks more attack range and deal additional magic damage, consuming the note. So basically her passive is like is like Jin's fourth shot. But instead of critical striking, her third ability, besides the ultimate, can be will be automatically recasted. So it's going to be, well, obviously it's going to be casted twice, and her extra passive, the note, when she uses a skill near an ally, she will be she will gain bonus attack range and magic damage with her basic attack. See, as you can see in the current stages of the video, the abilities are casting twice. And then when she does a basic attack, that's when that's when uh, that's when the note triggers. So basically, when you have notes, every every champion around you will get 4 notes each. I think it has a maximum of 12. And the moment you do a basic attack, all of those notes will go to the target champion, much like Talon's ultimate once you press Q, I think. So her Q, high note. Seraphine projects a pure note dealing magic damage that's increased by the target's missing health percentage. So basically what this does is it's like a Nico's Q, but it doesn't pop twice. And I think this is a little bit slower than Nico's Q. But basically it's just Nico's Q that deals more damage the more health the enemy the less health the enemy has. And of course it the passive attracts the Q as well. So her W, surround sound. Seraphine surrounds her nearby allies in a song, granting herself and her allies movement speed and a shield. If Seraphine is already shielded, she can heal nearby allies, restoring health based on how many allies are near her. So I think this is basically a free redemption, and the more allies you have around you, the more HP you get. I think it's a free redemption. I'm not sure though. But when you use this skill, or when you use Seraphine's W along with her passive, it'll automatically proc a heal. See? As you can see here, it's healing. After a few seconds, it's gonna be healing. So I think it is So I think her W is a something like a redemption. So Seraphim's E, beat drop. Seraphine unleashes a heavy sound wave dealing magic damage to enemies in a line and slowing them. Enemies that are already slowed and rooted Enemies are already slowed are rooted, and already rooted enemies are stunned. So basically, this is. I wonder what skill can be taken with this one. Oh, Jin's W. I think it's the W. Yeah, it's the W, the long range shot. So the moment. So as is, if the enemy isn't what do you call this? Isn't slowed or anything, it doesn't. It will only slow enemies. But if the enemy is already slowed, the enemy will be rooted or immobilized, and once immobilized, if the enemy is already immobilized, it'll stun them. So pretty basic stuff for now. And as you can see, it can go through units as well. So this ability will be good in team fights, I presume. And her ultimate, Encore. Seraphine takes the stage, projecting a captivating force that charms enemies and deals magic damage. Any champions struck, allies included, become part of the performance, extending the range of the ability and granting allies maximum notes. So, here is my judgment on her R. Her R is basically a Sona ult that instead of makes you dance, charms you, and it extends the more people it hits in a line. So I'm not sure, but I think if messed with correctly, it can move from fountain to at least the third tower, I think. The outer turret. I think. I'm not sure though. If lined up correctly, I think it can reach the third turret from a fountain. Now, as you can see, the passive doesn't. So as you can see, the passive doesn't proc with the ultimate, obviously, because that would be way too OP. And like I said, to me, she's not that bad. I'm actually excited to play her. I'm going to be doing a video when she comes out next season. We're gonna check out her abilities in the game itself with our own experience, and I guess we'll see there. But for now, the most hated champion in League, I think she was just a little overhyped, and that's what created the hate on her. But like I said, she's not that bad. I think she'll have a lot of contribution to team fights, especially I think when she builds up tank. Because when she builds up tank, she can just go in and press with her passive, press E, root the enemies, and then everyone will just go ham on the enemies, right? And her ultimate is really useful too because it extends. So maybe if the enemy is in the back line, thinking, oh, I'm safe here. The ultimate won't reach me. Surprise, surprise. The ultimate reaches him, and he gets charmed. Well, that's about everything I have for Seraphine right now. Those are my thoughts. Tell me what you think in the comments below. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next one.